This one's got a lot of people talking. A new bill aims to make it illegal for your boss to bother you after hours. The proposal was introduced by State Assemblymember Matt Haney, and it would give employees the right to disconnect when they leave the office. They can ignore calls, emails, even texts. Joining me live now is Cal State East Bay Professor of Management and Communication, Amira Barger. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Pleasure to be here.
So what do you think of this proposed bill? I mean, it's obvious how it benefits the employees, but does it also benefit the employer?
Absolutely. I'm excited to know that we're having a conversation about policy that prioritizes employee well being and mental health, which actually has net benefits to business. Contrary to some of the misconceptions, this is not anti business, it's pro worker and it's pro California business. And the bill ultimately benefits businesses by promoting that well being, productivity, which reduces turnover, improves employee satisfaction, and it enhances the overall efficiency of our businesses here in California.
Bay Area, of course, as a hub for tech companies, many working odd and long hours, much like the news business too. You don't necessarily have a set schedule. You're sort of always on because that's the nature of the business. How do you think this bill would impact those companies?
We know that not all employees have the same ability to disconnect from work due to various reasons, as you mentioned, whether you're a journalist or in crisis communications or in tech. But the last 4 years, we have seen this advent of being always on, this hustle culture of do more, work more, put in more hours. And this has really been something that I believe is a diversity, equity, and inclusion issue, an area of concern that we have to prioritize. And the right to disconnect, what it does is it ensures equitable access to clear expectations and to work life harmony that promotes well being and career advancement for everyone in the workplace.
I want to talk a little bit more about that hustle culture because we see it everywhere, right? The longer you work, the more hours you put in, the more available you are, the more likely that you're going to be eligible for climbing that corporate ladder, making more money. But does this bill kind of turn all of that on its head, that maybe that's not the most important thing about somebody's work-life balance?
I think we are definitely in an age where we, as employees and employers, are having a conversation about a different kind of value proposition when it comes to work, which I think does turn the hustle culture that we have become so accustomed to on its head. Today, employees are the most valued stakeholder. It's not diverse suppliers or partners or even the consumer, it's employees. And there are 6 in 10 employees that say they will stay or leave their organization based on alignment of values. And so this shift is significant because employees are not only assessing their workplace based on compensation and title or geography or hybrid work schedules, but they're prioritizing cultural and organizational values. So I firmly believe that every California employer's take on this assembly bill is crucial because 40% of those same employees say that they will quit their job if they do not agree with their employer's stance on key issues like the right to disconnect.
You know, it's interesting. I think there's going to be a lot of employers are going to be watching this segment, looking at this bill and thinking, enough is enough. We already have flexible work hours. I'm already letting you work from home. And now I can't even call you or text you or email you if I need to have a quick question to something. You know, what do you say to those people who might be saying, wait a minute, this is going to hurt my bottom line if there's all these limitations on how I interact with my employees?
Every study says otherwise. Prioritizing mental health, well being, and flexibility for employees increases innovation, productivity, and efficiency. And policies like right to disconnect signal to potential and current employees that the company values their well being and respects their personal boundaries, leading to higher retention rates and a more inclusive workforce, which helps our bottom lines overall. And every study will back that up.
All right, Amira Barger, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.